If you are so frustrated because you've been trying to get a job that's a level or two down from where you were, or maybe you're trying to switch an industry or switch a career direction and you've gotten zero responses applying online, this one is for you. I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening, why you're getting blocked, and more importantly, what you can do about it. But it is going to take me more than 30 seconds. So if you don't have the time, bookmark it and come back, because anybody that's trying to do one of these things is up against a huge wall in the applicant tracking system. And let me explain why. In this market, we have too many people for too few jobs. That means the ATS systems, applicant tracking systems, where they tell you you have to apply, are getting inundated with candidates. And it's even made worse by AI. There's a lot of people putting fake or bogus resumes through these systems. So companies are now having to deal with way too many candidates to sort through. But what it also means is that their criteria for matching people is at its very highest. So if you aren't an exact match for the job description, you get tossed. So think about that. If you're 2 levels too high, you're overqualified. If you're from a different industry, if you're trying to place a different skill set, if you are not an exact match, you are not getting through that ATS system. Plain and simple, because there are plenty of people that are an exact match that are getting through. And so, to be brutally honest with you, this applying online thing for you is not going to work. They're not going to consider you. Can you get a job? Absolutely. But you're going to have to do something different, a different method. Now, if you follow me here, you know I talk a lot about the term backchanneling. It is not networking. Networking is where you go and try to build and nurture up a relationship and get to a place where you could ask somebody for something. Backchanneling is just something that you signal. You're just letting the right people know that you exist. And here's the reality. You're not getting any shot at that job if they don't know you exist. And we've already determined that applying online is not going to do it for you. So when I'm coaching people on how to do this, I teach them to back channel to the companies that they 100% know hire for their skill set or hire for what they're looking for. So maybe you're going to see the job posting somewhere, and hopefully, little bonus tip, you're not just assuming the job is real if it's on LinkedIn or Indeed or one of those job boards. You're actually going over to the company's actual website and making sure that the job is live on their careers page, because if it's not on their careers page, it's not real, my friends. But if you do find a job and it's on their careers page, now what you're going to do is try to find a minimum of 5 people that work in the department where this job would be. Notice I did not say recruiting. Notice I did not say HR. They're already getting slammed with people trying to get in touch with them. We're going straight to the people that work in the department. And what I want you to do is go over and use a tool like LinkedIn to ask them to connect, right? And when it says, do you want to add a note? You're going to say yes. And in that note, you're going to keep it simple. Hey, can we connect? I'm a fan of the company. Give a reason. And I have a quick question. Now, hopefully, one of those 5 people will connect with you. Odds are you'll get at least one of them to connect with you. But please don't be upset if they don't. Remember, this isn't networking. This is backchanneling. We're just trying to make a connection happen, and I'll explain why. Once you get somebody from that company to connect with you, in the LinkedIn algorithm, things change because it tells the LinkedIn algorithm, hey, this person is connected to somebody in the company. In fact, when a recruiter searches and brings up your profile from that company, it will actually show them how many people you're connected to at that company. You see where I'm going with this? See, if you were to ask enough people at a company you really want to work for to connect with you, and you got enough of a percentage of them to connect, when the recruiter from that company looked, they would see that you're connected, and that would feel almost like a referral. Hey, well, they obviously know some people at our company, so let me take a closer look at their profile. This is one of the ways we get visible. Another way we get visible is by actually following the company's social media and commenting where it makes sense. We're not just commenting for fun. We're commenting with anything that would speak to our subject knowledge, that kind of thing. So we're making not gratuitous commenting, but actually valuable commenting. And you don't try to overdo it, only where it makes sense. But the very act of following the companies and commenting also rewards you in the algorithm, especially if you're doing it on LinkedIn. So now when recruiters are looking for people, the algorithm of LinkedIn is rewarding you because it's like a social media. It's kind of like TikTok for careers. And so because you've been active and you know people and you're following the company and you're commenting, you end up ranking higher. You see where I'm going with this? There's a way to game this system for visibility. But the last thing I would have you work on is for each person that did accept your connection request, you would want to be able to reach out and get them to give you one piece of advice. And this is what you would say to them. I'm a huge fan of the company. Thank you for accepting my connection request. I am looking to change careers. I am looking to change industries. I am looking to take a job that is a level down from where I was before, and your company is my number one pick. If you had one piece of advice, what would it be? So whatever your challenge was, you're being transparent, you're being honest, and you're saying to them, what would be your one piece of advice? As somebody who's successfully working there, could you give me your one tip? The reason you say that is everyone can give you one tip. And also, you didn't ask them for a job, you asked them for advice. That says a lot about you, okay? And in doing so, they'll hopefully give you that piece of advice, which you can then take and use. And here's the best part. Now, once they give you the advice, go ahead and apply for the job on the company website. You know what I'm talking about, not on the other sites, on the company website. Go back to them and thank them. And what I want you to say is, thank you so much for that advice and that you took the time to give it to me. I got so inspired. I applied to the XYZ job at your company using the advice you gave me. I've got my fingers crossed. I'll keep you posted. Thank you again. Notice again, you didn't ask them to introduce you to the hiring manager. You took ownership of this process, but you're notifying them that the advice they gave you was so useful, you were able to apply for the job. This now inspires them to go, well, that's pretty cool. Maybe I should just forward them along to the hiring manager so they'll take a look. Folks, these are the techniques that are getting people job interviews in what is the worst market I've seen in my entire career as a career coach. So if you want to learn more of these techniques, I've built a free resource center, no credit card required. I can't work with everybody one-on-one. So my team and I did some research and we put together the 4 most successful videos that our clients last year in 2024 said were most helpful to them. Put them inside here. They're worth thousands of dollars, free to you. I also put my Unlock Your UVA tool in there. It's an interactive tool that will help you figure out exactly what your value is to an employer and how you should market it to them. Also included in there. And I go live 3 times a week. So when you join the free resource center, I let you know about that as well. So I hope these tips helped. Please, my friends, you can change careers. You can get a job a level or 2 down, but you have to have a different strategy. And these are just a few of the strategies that are working insanely well for my clients and all the members of my free resource center. So links in the bio, links down below. I'll see you in the free resource center soon.